Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. My name is Hunter, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about an age-old argument, and that is NA versus EU. That's right, we have it in a lot of contexts, but of course the one that I'm talking about is in esports. I'm not going to go through every single esport and say just how bad NA is at all of them, because we haven't had much to brag about, right, in a long time. NA has not had a whole lot of trash talk, to dish out to EU, and so this has been a long time coming. We have our first ever Valorant LAN with international parties, and we have gotten a great taste of trash talk so far. I've been extremely excited for it. Of course, we saw Jake made a video a couple days ago where Scream started up the trash talk. Well, not really started it, but definitely made it very visible for everyone to see, saying that NA was predictable.
I think as Vanity said, like Europe and America have kind of the game style, but I do think Europe is a bit better. Like I think obviously the Sentinels have like amazing players individually, but I feel like what they do is very predictable compared to Europe, and I think that's gonna be the biggest difference between these two regions.
I respond to that. The team you saw in Masters 1 and the team you saw in regional finals is a different team from the team you'll see here.
And so we hear those statements from Scream, and we immediately think, great, another EU is just gonna slam NA. Obviously all these teams are good, but they're starting the trash talk early and saying that NA is predictable. Like, this might be ugly. It was ugly, but not for NA. That's right, this might be our one and only hope. NA Valorant might be the hope for North America fans just everywhere. This is our only hope to trash talk once again in an esports scene. So here we are, and people might be taking back their words. We see Scream maybe backtracking on a few things.
Potentially for this flank to come in, Soulcast has to get the timing just right on this. And it's all about them trying to bide the time towards A as well. They've got to hinder this approach, and Soulcast, the flank's so good here. Does he decide to go for this now?
Delete the game. Delete the game. Delete the game. Production,
delete the VOD.
turn it off. Turn it off.
Team Liquid manager here. Use delete.
I do think Europe and NA is on a very close level. Right now, I don't know who's the best. Of course, like Sentinels and Fnatic is gonna play right now, and we're gonna have a better idea. But like, definitely, like NA is like at the really high level in Valorant right now, and I think Europe as well. But we will see at the end of this event who's the best. I think it's very similar. The style is very similar from NA and Europe, so it's gonna give a lot of close games, and like the current meta is being played really well in both regions, I think. So it's more like who's gonna do the more mistakes in the games, and today it was us.
Scrims have been good though, and they have better competition based on scrims ranked. Scrims. I'm just talking scrims. I'm not gonna judge anything off ranked. But that's why I didn't understand why all these analysts and stuff are like, EU is way more tactical, NA is puggy, Sentinels don't have strats to play on the fly, puggy. I feel like that's just regurgitated bullshit to make a narrative that sounds good, but it's not true. Like, I'm literally playing against these European teams. Like, I've watched these teams of, like, that means you're just trying to make it sound cool, and you don't really understand what you're watching. You're just trying to make a narrative because everyone loves a storyline and loves to sound like they know what they're talking about. And these teams are really good practice, and they're really good, but to say that NA is puggy and EU is more tactical is just a load of bullshit. See, like, someone in chat said, I think NA has way more gun skill. Like, I don't know about that. That's hard to say, too. Like, the EU teams are good. They have gun skill, they have strats. The NA teams are good, they have gun skill, they have strats. Like, how can you even measure that, They're good. They're very different, but I kind of liked it. Fantastic. Thanks for the 5 minutes from him. Playing against these teams, that's why I tweeted, like, scrimming in EU was really fun, because playing against these different teams in different regions, so many unique playstyles. That's like kind of fun. It's like exciting. I know the PCs are shit or whatever and the ping is bad, but it's still fun to play and experience all these different play styles that you wouldn't expect. Like, people doing these crazy plays.
As players come to realize that North America Valorant is not that bad and actually is pretty dang good, and that they're gonna have to take us seriously, Twitter, of course, pops off about this situation, and people have a lot to say, whether it's memes or serious content. Watching both games, you could see EU making mistakes. One round loss win caused by them could have changed each series. A rematch would definitely be one to watch. Yinzu says 100%. It also goes to show how hard teams like Sentinels and V1 will punish teams for unforced errors. I think the margin was a lot closer than people think, but no one can take away the mental fortitude and individual skills from NA players either. A great day for the books. NA reigned supreme at VCT, went 2-0 in the Elite, and ate like a king. Good night, everyone. Let's go. NA is better than EU. Won 2-0 versus Fnatic. Had almost no sound half of the first map before I realized it was on 20 desktop volume. On this day, NA is better than EU, ×2. 1-2-0 versus Fnatic, GG's, NA on top. Sentinels looking strong as well. This tournament is definitely going to be interesting until the end. It's a NA day, GG's. We lose the battle, but not the war. If this is your homeland, you just went 0-2 today. OMG, it feels so weird to be on the winning side for once. Let's effing go. I love Valorant. NA 2-0'd EU at Valorant Masters today. Team Liquid definitely ate their words on that. They are just in a world of pain at this point because they lost to NA, and NA is just on top. It feels good. It feels so good for North America to be good at Valorant, and it was a long time coming. People have been, hyping up the different teams, and there's a lot of talent on every side. By no means am I saying that this was some sort of landslide and that NA is, leagues and leagues better than EU, and this is going to be NA's game for sure, but I will say that, yeah, it just feels nice to win for once, to get to brag, and to be in a new esports, in a new scene where these narratives are being created and these players are taking to stage. Finally, we haven't gotten to see Valorant on stage yet, and so it's awesome to see them on the main stage and trash talking, and it all seems to be in good fun so far. No one seems to be really upset at anyone for what they say. They understand that it's all just trash talk, it's all just banter, and so I have really enjoyed it so far. What do you guys think about this? Do you think NA is going to be able to keep up with this performance? Are they going to keep being able to dominate against EU teams or teams from different regions? What do you guys think about all of it? Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave, and I'll catch you later.